What is general liability insurance and why does your business need it? For starters, general liability insurance protects your business from liability claims. General liability insurance, often referred to as business liability insurance, is coverage that can protect you from a variety of claims, including bodily injury, property damage, personal injury, and others that can arise from your business operations. General liability insurance quotes usually include bodily injury and property damage liability, personal and advertising injury, medical payments, products completed operations, damage to premises rented to you. So who needs general liability insurance? General liability insurance is often combined with property insurance in a business owner's policy, usually called a BOP, but it's also available to many contractors as a standalone coverage. As a contractor or small business owner, you need some form of business liability insurance to safeguard your livelihood. A single accident could result in a lawsuit that you might not be able to handle. A great way to protect against this is to make sure you have liability coverage that matches your level of exposure. Some employers or clients might also require you to carry a certain amount of general liability before you can work for them. General liability insurance for contractors. If you're a contractor, you might only want general liability, not a full BOP. For example, you might not own any commercial buildings that require property insurance, or need to cover payroll or other operating expenses. However, you're still exposed to liability risks from your job. You might be eligible to get general liability insurance, without the extra coverages in a BOP, by purchasing blanket additional insured coverage. Blanket additional insured coverage extends your existing liability insurance to other entities as required by some contracts with employers. How much does general liability insurance cost? In 2020, the national average monthly cost for general liability insurance was $53. Remember, this is only an average and isn't necessarily what you'll pay. Your rate depends on the specific features of your business. Get it all in a BOP. General liability, along with other coverages, is available in BOPs written through various insurance carriers. If you need to protect things like personal property used for your business, or commercial buildings such as garages or storage facilities, you might require the additional protections provided in a BOP. Some common questions about general liability insurance. Is general liability insurance required by law? No, but failing to carry general liability insurance could result in you having to pay for all the expenses related to a claim against your business. For example, while visiting your office, a client slips on a rug and breaks their hip. Without general liability insurance, you could be solely responsible for all the medical bills and legal fees. So, even though it's not required by law, it should be a priority for your business. Does general liability insurance have a deductible? Yes. You choose the amount of your general liability deductible when you get a quote. A deductible is a fixed out-of-pocket expense you agree to pay before your coverage starts to pay. Does general liability insurance cover theft? General liability insurance only pays for third-party damages, not yours. You're considered the first party. The third party is the one that has a claim against you. This means general liability won't cover your property or equipment against theft or damage. To protect your property, most carriers offer business personal property coverage as a part of a business owner's policy. Is general liability insurance tax deductible? Yes. Since general liability premiums are considered a cost of doing business, they usually can be written off at tax time. That said, it's a good idea to consult a tax professional to make sure. Does general liability cover professional mistakes? No. General liability only provides coverage for claims against you by others for their bodily injuries or damage to their property. To protect from claims against you for professional neglect or mistakes, you need to have professional liability insurance. What is a certificate of insurance? A certificate of insurance, sometimes called a COI, is an official document that lists all coverages and limits on an insurance policy. Essentially, it proves that you have insurance and details your policy coverages and limits. If you need general liability coverage for your business, you're in the right place. Visit our site at compareinsurancdirect.com to get a fast and affordable quote on general liability coverage for your business. Visit the site and get a quote today.